Number 10, write the inequality represented by the number line. All right, so we're going to use a variable, okay, x, and we want to know, is it greater than or less than, and what is our boundary? So our boundary is this, that's -3. Okay, that's our boundary point. And notice the arrow is pointing to the right. That means all of the x values that we would plug in here have to be greater than this boundary, -3. And because this is an open circle, we do not put an equal sign underneath it. And that's it. So letter B, our boundary is 1, and it's pointing to the left, so that means it has to be less than 1. Those are our numbers, are less than 1. And since it's closed, a closed circle, that means 1 is also a solution to this, so I put an equal sign underneath it. For letter C, we have 2 boundaries, 1 on this side and 4 on this side. And we have shaded in the middle of those numbers, so we know that x has to be in the middle of 1 and 4. And so we just have to make sure we get our signs right. So x is greater than the 1, and then it has to be smaller than the 4. Okay, so you have to think about how you're going to put the signs. If I want it to be greater than 1, I'm going to have my alligator eat that x, because that says x is greater than 1. Notice it also is a closed circle, so we're going to put an equal to sign, because it could also equal 1. And then when I look at the other way, I need to be smaller than 4. So I want my x to be smaller than 4. Again, it could also equal 4 because it has a closed circle. So that would be my inequality. Same thing on this one, I have 2 boundaries. -2 is a boundary and 5 is a boundary. And x is somewhere in between those numbers. And so I need to be greater than -2 so that I go to the right of -2. So greater than, this says x is greater than -2. Notice it's an open circle, so we do not have a line underneath this. And it has to be, x has to be smaller than 5 so that we can go, because x is in the middle here, but it could also equal 5. So that's number 10.